Friendship, a gift of covenant love. Introduction. Friendship is one of God's precious gifts. Throughout Scripture, true friendship reflects love, faithfulness, encouragement, and unity. From the beginning, God created people for relationship. While humanity's greatest fellowship is with God through Jesus Christ, that fellowship becomes the foundation for healthy relationships with others. The gospel reveals that believers have been brought into peace with God. No longer separated by sin, they now enjoy fellowship with Him through Christ. This restored relationship overflows into the way believers love and care for one another. Friendship begins with God's love. Human friendship finds its highest example in the love God has shown through His Son. Jesus declared, open quote, "Greater love hath no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friends." John 15, verse 13, close quote. His sacrifice demonstrated the greatest expression of friendship. He willingly gave himself so that those who believe would enjoy everlasting life and be brought into fellowship with God. He also said, open quote, "Henceforth I call you not servants, but I have called you friends." John 15:15, close quote. This relationship is founded upon His finished work rather than human achievement. Friendship with Christ is received through faith, not earned through performance. Friendship reflects God's character. God is faithful, and faithful friendships reflect His character. Proverbs 17:17 says, open quote, "A friend loveth at all times," close quote. True friendship is not based upon convenience or personal advantage. It remains steady through seasons of joy and hardship. Faithful friends rejoice together. Faithful friends mourn together. Faithful friends strengthen one another. This consistency reflects God's own unwavering faithfulness toward His people. The strength of encouragement. Scripture repeatedly emphasizes mutual encouragement. Hebrews 10, verse 24 to 25, teaches believers to provoke one another unto love and good works while encouraging one another. Friendship provides opportunities to speak truth with love, strengthen weak hearts, comfort the discouraged, celebrate God's goodness, remind one another of His promises. Words have tremendous influence. Proverbs teaches that pleasant words are like honeycomb, bringing sweetness and health. A wise friend knows when to speak and when to listen. Hack honest friendship. Not every pleasant conversation is beneficial. Proverbs 27:6 declares, open quote, "Faithful are the wounds of a friend." Close quote. True friends desire what is best rather than what is easiest. Honesty expressed with love protects relationships. Correction offered with humility builds rather than destroys. Such honesty is motivated by genuine care instead of pride or condemnation. Friendship produces wisdom. Proverbs 13:20 says, open quote, "He that walketh with wise men shall be wise," close quote. The people we spend time with influence our thinking, priorities, and attitudes. Godly friendships encourage wisdom, humility, kindness, patience, generosity, faithfulness. Healthy relationships help believers grow in the knowledge of Christ and His completed redemption. Unity among believers. The New Testament frequently describes believers as members of one body. Because Christ accomplished reconciliation, those who trust Him have become one family. Friendship among believers grows from this shared identity. Instead of competing with one another, believers are called to bear one another's burdens, forgive one another, serve one another, encourage one another, love one another. These are not efforts to gain God's acceptance, but expressions of the acceptance already received through Christ. David and Jonathan. One of Scripture's greatest examples of friendship is found in David and Jonathan. Their friendship was marked by loyalty, sacrifice, protection, and covenant commitment. Jonathan sought David's well-being above his own personal interests. He willingly supported God's purpose rather than pursuing selfish ambition. Their relationship demonstrates that genuine friendship seeks another person's good with sincerity and humility. Jesus as the perfect friend. Every earthly friendship has limitations. Only Jesus perfectly fulfills everything friendship was meant to be. He never fails. He never abandons. He never changes. He remains faithful forever. His love is constant because it rests upon His completed work rather than human performance. Believers can therefore love others with confidence, knowing they are already fully accepted in Him. Living in the freedom of friendship. When people understand the completeness of God's love, Friendships become places of peace rather than competition. There is freedom to forgive, freedom to serve, freedom to encourage, freedom to give generously, freedom to rejoice in another person's blessings. Love is no longer driven by fear, but flows from confidence in God's finished work. Friendship becomes a testimony of the unity Christ established through his death and resurrection. Conclusion: friendship is far more than companionship. It is an opportunity to reflect God's faithful love, encourage one another, speak truth with grace, and enjoy the fellowship that Christ has secured. The finished work of Jesus has brought believers into lasting peace with God and into one family. From that secure foundation grows genuine friendship, marked by faithfulness, humility, encouragement, forgiveness, and steadfast love. As believers abide in the love of Christ, their friendships become living demonstrations of the unity, peace, and covenant love that God has established forever through his Son.